stupid.
I mean,
outtakes maybe.
All right.
B-roll.
B-roll.
All right, so
I would hate to be a B-roll ass bitch.
Oh, God.
So
The other
go
side.
ahead.
Mega Body, this was your first time meeting everybody on the cast.
Mm-hmm.
How was your experience? What did you think? First impressions versus
First impressions.
we had a dinner. I'm sorry.
You're a bit.
At my event?
Yes.
Well, we didn't technically meet everybody at my event.
Well, you met Mulatto.
You met me and Jewel.
Yeah,
And
so-
Devin.
Yeah.
You already knew him, so
Okay.
you knew you met the important people.
So you didn't know him.
All right, so it was kind of exciting, but a little nerve-wracking, I guess, because I really didn't know who was on the show. Also, I was in like my performance mode, so it wasn't really a good time to sit down and actually get to know people. I was kind of running back and forth behind stage, making sure Sinister is good. You know,
you still being Sasha
yeah,
Fierce.
I was still doing my thing. So, but yeah, it was cool. I thought everybody was cool. Yeah.
So how did you feel about, there was a scene where Messy B was telling you like, okay, tell me all the things that you do and do it right now. Like, how did that feel?
Oh, you know what? So I think maybe seemed a little bit worse than what it actually was in the moment. So when I met both of him and Dante, they said that they were artists. And I'm the type of guy who I pulled my card right then. So I'm like, oh, you're a singer, so sing.
You're a rapper.
You're a rapper.
You did it to me, yeah.
I think that if you truly believe in yourself enough for people to believe in you, and you're truly a rapper, a singer, a dancer, you should be able to do it like this. You never know who's in the room.
Don't say that.
And so
now I will say, when you asked me that too, I said, okay, well I can send you a link and you can listen to it.
And I was like, you never know, I'm gonna see you in person. I'm gonna show up in person. But Melly B on the spot was like, boom, boom,
he
boom,
did this right then.
And I was like, okay. Because you gotta show that confidence, and person has to show up every time. You never know if the exec is in the room. You don't know if my cousin is this person.
So if someone says a sentence that impresses you.
Because you know what? I feel like in that moment, I'll be like, okay, well, baby, here's a link. You can listen to it. Let's play it right now so you can hear me.
Show up.
And
so he said, well, oh, you do these things. You're supposed to be good at these things. Then you challenged me, now I challenge you. And I had no problem with getting up and doing it. It may have showed up differently on screen. But
I received that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
I received it how it was.
If somebody tell me, list all the things I'm going to do, you're going to be there all day because I do mad shit.
And I found out about more
well,
stuff
I
today.
did name a lot of shit.
More shit.
Oh, God damn.
More shit. So I'm like, what we're not going to do is tell nobody about to do that. But I feel you. I just didn't think the lyrics were impressive. But we can move on.
Anything else
put her in the
from that
back
event?
seat.
Anything else from that event?
I think for me, the event, that was like my first like real interaction, and I did say that on the show. And it wasn't bad because I was already, semi-comfortable. And I was more comfortable, and I'm like, okay, goddamn, okay. Sinister is here. Like I said, I didn't know him as that. Now, I will forever say that.
I knew you by your first name.
He did look like himself, even though his name was a different name. But, it was just that. Whatever. It was very cool. And I keep saying cool because that's what it was. Yeah. I don't really go out like that. I'm at home.
No, it wasn't like, because it wasn't like a big event. Like,
right.
It
was important for me to get to the event, and I'm glad that the event that we went to, which happened to be yours, was the opportunity that we got to meet everybody except for you. Like,
you was on your way.
I'm glad that, definitely on the way.
You had
your luggage was lost.
I remember saying in the confessional, like, he just on a piece of silver string, but you had on pants too. Well, what pants on? I just knew you had on.
What got me was he had a lot of body in like such a compact package.
People really forget.
Yo, I'm so fucking funny. As I watch the show, I'm like, I'm
falling out.
I be amused by myself.
I was like, not a compact body. Hello.
Yeah, you look tiny. There's so much body.
Not just little silver strings.
Look, it'll be the silver string.
All right.
My God.
This is going to be a 50-minute video on the last.
Okay.
We sorry, we've been drinking.
We're catching up. We ain't seen each other since the fucking reunion. That's what it is.
It's been 3 weeks.
July 10th. Oh, that's it?
We don't even know.
3 weeks.
Oh, wow. July was
too long.
July was
yeah.
long.
It was. I didn't know accident.
So,
oh, damn.
Rest in peace, Oscar.
Your car name was Oscar?
Oscar. That is so on brand.
Okay, so I guess we're done with that event. So I feel like the
Not y'all just tickled on my car's name.
I feel like the substitute teacher and the kids won't be quiet.
Sorry. We've been drinking.
Okay,
y'all.
I know that
No, no, no.
Y'all need to get right. Get
Let's
serious.
make on fast. Come on.
Okay.
It's not even me. This feels like a
Turn around all over again. It's not me.
being blamed for something else.
Bitch, I'm a problem. All I did was show
So
up.
after our section, getting us in trouble.
Well, I guess,
Exactly.
bitch, I'm a problem.
I
I'm
ain't
looking.
All right.
So
Get together.
It don't ever be me.
I am the last person to be introduced
Yes.
on the show.
Say
I
the
am
best
finally.
Come on.
That's the
That was a song.
Thank you. And I
Right.
almost didn't make it to the audition because I was out doing something and I got the text and it's like, hey, there's an audition. We're gonna be filming. I'm like, okay, let me go home. Let me shave. Let me.
Oh, so you came into.
I didn't even know beforehand. So, but I made it. I was there, and
I'm glad you did.
yeah, I mentioned in the last video. I was like, Martell was getting on my nerves in the audition.
I'm so
But-
glad you told me ahead of time.
You
When
would've been
I
mad?
watched that video, I was like, he's really nasty to me. And I was like, I don't like that. And I'm so glad, as my friend, you told me ahead of time, like, when you watch this now, because you was on my
nasty. I was
nerves.
just like,
I was like, when I tell y'all, Eugene rolled his eyes at me so many times.
Now Eugene
I
is
thought-
an eye roller now.
I
He is
thought,
an
I
eye
was
roller
like,
for sure.
oh, I met Eugene that day. He was the bomb. His arms were so big. And he over like, I wish a nigga would help him do his thing. He doing the most. He went out there talking to everybody. If you would just go.
Just speed it up.
Confessionals will get you really.
Confessions will tell you the truth.
Yes.
You can't trust nobody.
look, I didn't know him. This is my first time meeting him. So
We
and
wasn't
the
the 180 yet.
Look, we were not the 180.
Okay.
We were not 180.
That was Marcel Starr and Eugene Smart.
the personality is huge, and I really be about the business. Like, let's get through these auditions, and that's just how I am. But knowing him, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm gonna get when I am around Marcel
Yeah.
Starr. I understand it now, and ain't no issues here.
At all.
None.
There ain't no issues here.
None.
But you know what? I just want to point out real quick because in that episode you did and I think even earlier you were like, Martell, he even when he did
Right.
Superstar.
Everybody's the
But
same thing,
I
too.
think, but even like in a negative connotation too, people were also like, oh, he wants to be extra and things. And
That's
I
what
know
he is,
for
though.
me, my personality is big.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate when people see a big personality. I think that's the perfect opportunity to say, I can be as big as that person in the room.
Yeah.
I know when I enter a room, I take up space. And that's important to me.
It is.
And I wish you all knew how to take up space properly in a way that people
Listen.
see your presence
Listen, do
and
you
people
see
feel
him?
you in a
You
place.
see him?
Because when I
Yeah.
walk in
He
places,
touches it.
people see me and people feel my presence. I hope you all have that strength one
Amen.
day to feel your.
It's the God
I
in
want
you.
your presence to be
It's
felt
the
the same way
God
my
in
presence
you.
is.
That's what
It's
it
the
is.
God in Martell.
Everyone can be a king. Everyone can be a queen if you choose to.
Yeah.
Some people want to
You
be
just have to
princes
choose
and
to.
paupers and peasants and everything else.
Peasants.
But baby, we can all
People
be
use
kings
the
and
P
queens.
word incorrectly all the time. The wrong P word anyway.
The
Come
wrong
on,
word.
punk, pussy,
Pussy.
peasant,
Oh.
poor,
Pussy.
What you
pedestrian.
got, Eugene?
Pedestrian.
Go ahead. Go. What's next?
Pedestrian.
Again, just let your energy speak for
Go
itself.
on.
I ain't gotta
Okay.
say that for sometimes. I just shine
Okay,
on my own.
so I guess the only real interesting thing for me was me finding out Mega Body was on the show. Literally, Lester didn't
Was
know.
it interesting or was it like, ooh?
No, it was just. I mean,
They
Was
always
it
wanna
interesting
be
or was it like,
love.
ooh?
They
Like,
wanna
literally-
I mean, let's be
love.
transparent. Because we ain't about to lie.
I can call him if I want to talk to him.
Ooh.
Like,
Y'all can?
Yeah,
like,
Oh, my
after
God.
we stopped dating, we didn't talk for maybe about 3 years. We talked for a few years.
Go ahead.
When
Go
did
ahead.
y'all-
Watch out.
How long
Watch out.
ago
Watch
did y'all
out.
date?
Breaking up.
Go back.
It was definitely a decade ago.
So
Definitely
okay,
more than a
so
decade.
okay,
Younger
because it
and
also did make it seem like y'all was like we
Yeah.
dated like last week, like oh he's my
No.
ex, like oh y'all just broke up, like this is
No.
fresh.
That's
I was very confused at the brand. Your ex.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was interesting to hear the name, and I'm just like, oh shit, Megabody's on the show. This is interesting, and nobody knew.
And that was just
Lester didn't know.
happenstance.
Yeah,
That
nobody
was
knew.
awesome.
Crazy.
See how God puts things together in a certain.
See how God
Maybe y'all meant to.
people
No, maybe
together?
not. I don't speak up for your life, but I think if 10 years later, God put me with
Y'all ain't about to
somebody.
do all that boo loving in here.
I'm about, okay,
Get through the
okay, I'm
interview.
on my business.
Move
I'm on my
on.
business. Move on.
And I'm not gonna touch
Oh, because you got a gang already. Never mind. Carry on. Move on.
I'm not gonna touch
You
it
got a
no more
gang.
because they gonna say that we dating and everything.
They gonna
Well,
spread
we
rumors.
already know y'all dating.
They gonna ruin everything.
Well, okay,
you
well,
got.
this is the thing.
Y'all been dating for 10 years.
Infamous question.
That's how y'all got back on the show together.
Infamous question. Anybody want to tell us the position?
Oh, because that was a
Let's
question.
make the people guess.
They probably was like a nasty verse.
The way that you just choked him, no, we got it.
He
Appreciate
said-
it. Let's go
he
on to
said,
the
"Let
next
the people
question.
dance."
Yeah, Martell, I got a
Oh, you
whole
like
nigga.
that?
No.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, let's
I didn't know that.
I understand.
Oh, we'll talk about it later. It ain't for the show.
I understand.
Come
I
on.
understand. He ain't mean it. You know Martell because
Yeah, I'm his friend. I don't want to
that
Let me
whole
tell you.
thing out.
Y'all keep that. We need to keep some of
You
that.
gotta keep that.
We're gonna take that in part out.
All right, this is fruit.
Okay.
Listen, let me tell you. We'll get to it.
I don't think there was anything else interesting about that conversation. They tried to create a
I did get the
situation.
role. Let me tell you, I was an amazing actor. I got my role.
Yeah.
Did you
Actually,
get the role?
Martell and I got the role.
Dante got a role too.
What
He
was
got
the
it
role you
later. Somebody couldn't take a role, so he ended up getting a role.
Oh,
Hey,
We're on episode 4 now.
Yes.
wait, did we finish all of episode 3?
That was
It went well.
Because it was an interview. I mean, the audition.
and you know how disrespectful you are.
Did we talk about it? We got the set. We got
Don't say nothing else.
I know that was wrong.
Yeah. That. So yeah, we got the part. The
I
other
got the part,
person
okay.
got a part when somebody else couldn't take the part.
Well, but nonetheless, he got the part. Let's not. I don't want to just like.
Okay, he
got
got the part.
What do Eugene say? We're gonna go
And
Wait, what role did you get? So you got cast.
I got the role
What
I
did you
auditioned
get?
for.
I got Denzel, which was the guy that was supposed to save her, but then ended up being a dog also.
Oh.
But then neither one of us ended up doing the play.
So well, that's a different story. But
That's a
nonetheless,
different story.
I got the role I auditioned
We
for.
got the role. I had to let somebody have it because they tried me, and I got out the play.
Oh.
Period. And then it turned out that the play didn't even have nowhere to do the play. They didn't have no set.
Oh my God! You can go on.
Okay.
Go on. See,
I'm sorry.
no. That's a different story. Give it pass. Give it pass.
Okay, so I ain't missed out on nothing. All right, episode fashion show.
We got casted for the role though.
Oh.
And nonetheless, I booked the role that y'all saw on TV.
Dante did do this right.
Did what?
Dante did do it right.
He did something.
Who?
He did something.
He posted the flyer. I don't know that it actually happened.
He didn't post an audience. He didn't post a set. He didn't post anything
So
else.
we don't know that it happened.
What you said?
Episode 4.
We're at the fashion show. VIP section.
Wait, is that how episode 4 started?
Yeah.
I thought, what did episode 4 start with?
No. Episode.
What did episode 3
Episode
end with?
3
So episode 3 ended with the fashion show. So episode 3.
Everything just meshes together.
We know.
We're on the fashion show.
We're at the fashion show. Okay.
So I bought tickets. So let me tell you what really happened.
Oh my God, let's talk about
What really
it.
happened? So Mulatto told me, Mulatto invited me to the fashion show first.
Real quick, anybody else need a drink? Because I'm about to make one.
You can make one.
Okay.
Don't be too heavy-handed with me.
No, I got
So-
you. I'm gonna just bring it over.
Mulatto
you
told
over a
me
picture. We can keep talking.
that she was like, "Hey girl, I got a fashion show, whatever, VIP ticket. How about I'm gonna give the VIP ticket to you?" So I was like, "Cool." Child, next thing you know, luckily my bank account is cute. She literally was like, "Oh, sorry, girl, I'm bringing Melly B, so you gonna have to figure out a way to get there." I said, "Oh, so much for supporting black women." So then I kid you not, I bought my own ticket and then I bought your ticket because I was like, I want Martell to come because you bringing Melly B, so I'll bring Martell. She literally was like, "Yeah, girl, you and I, Ty." No,
You and I, T.Y.
And then brought Melly B, and he didn't even come with a fit or none of that. So yeah, so I bought a ticket for both of us, and it said in the BIP
Pass the ice.
for the VIP that it was supposed to be
This is a ghetto thing. Like, we ain't got no
champagne,
money.
No.
VIP seating,
Passing ice around.
and a gift bag. We get there. What happened, Martell?
Let me tell you, we got there. So the first one go at the door. We said, "Hey, where do we go to get our VIP? We're in VIP. Where do we go?" And she said, "Oh, I don't know. You should just go by the front door." So, man, why are you by the front door if you don't know? We go to the front door. There's a woman. She's doing interviews on Instagram Live. So nice. I wish I could remember her name because she was the bomb. Ma'am, if you're watching this, please know you are the bomb.
Not interviews on Instagram.
No, I mean, it's no shade. People do interviews, it was bomb. She was super pleasant. She didn't know, however, because it wasn't her show. It wasn't her event. She didn't invite us. Are you working a blender right now? What kind of? She didn't invite us to the event. It wasn't her responsibility. She was a radio host. She's doing what we doing. So we go inside and we're like, maybe someone works here. Maybe someone got hired to do this job to direct people where they should go. All in all, if you watch the episode, you'll see we're with Melody and Mulatto the whole time because there was no VIP section for us. Which is wild because the section what you paid for it came with a VIP area to sit in. It came with a gift bag with gifts in it. It came with a bottle of champagne.
None of it.
And I know when I walked home, I left with Jewel at the gym. And an amazing price to leave with, but that's not what she paid for.
Nothing. And then can I tell y'all why I hit them up? This behind the scenes. This behind the scenes.
Come on, behind.
I hit them up and I was like, hey, I did not get VIP. And they told my son, oh, we can give you a $25 refund. But I paid $100.
I paid $50 per ticket. They offered you how much?
$20.
So they offered you 25% back. Well, okay, no shade. We did watch the show. So then give me $25 back for both tickets.
I want the whole thing back.
See, she's going to go to Walmart like, no, let me speak to the manager.
I want the whole thing back.
This
is really good.
I can understand.
I agree though. No, but no shade.
Pay your money for a product and
I didn't get the product.
That. Yeah, you know.
And I know that there was a scene where it was like, oh, why is Jewel in her feelings? I was literally this is unlike other people on the other side. Like we really shoot with real feelings. I really was in my feelings about that.
No shade.
I sat down and I was like,
we're consumers.
Pouting.
If I paid for a product, I would expect a product. And no shade. But I will say, I don't feel like they showcased enough of the fashion show on the show. There were some amazing fashions there.
There were.
I wish I could say who the designers were. I personally didn't meet anybody to tell you who the designers
were. There was
were.
A performer. There was a rapper.
Oh my God. Nisha Nice was on. Nisha Nice fucking performed and she was the fucking bomb. Nisha Nice, if you were watching this, you were the fucking bomb.
Yep.
Nisha Nice, she works with one of the producers I work with. Ashley, if you're watching, you're the bomb, baby. I love you so much. Don't edit it out.
But period. So I feel like that was the fashion show, and then we go outside.
We go to the little room because we had to get on FaceTime. Don't forget the FaceTime.
FaceTime. Now, you got some questions about that?
I don't have no questions. I guess people have issues because you were trying to verify what you were dealing with or what you were walking into, right? Because you were under the impression this is a black show, pretty much.
Black cast.
It's Atlanta. It could have been black.
Well, according to the census, Atlanta is 50% black and 4% Hispanic. So I was confused.
Repeat those numbers again.
50% black and 4% Hispanic, and then there's the Southwest Atlanta that's 92% black. So I come to a black city. I felt like if we're gonna have a trans woman on the show, it should be a black trans woman.
I know
that's my only issue. It's not about Alyssa. It's about this show. How powerful would it have been?
Alicia.
All right, people do call her that.
Yeah.
I mean,
people do call her that.
I've been with Beyonce for weeks.
I'm confused on why we're even talking about her because I didn't know she was on the show.
She's not on the show, so it's not really about her. But I want to just say that for me, I know, first of all, black people love coming to me, but the Mexicans still love me. I still go to the Mexican restaurant. I want to also say that
let me be clear though. After this episode has aired, you are my friend and I love you.
Yes.
I will not be going to Mexican restaurants with you because I don't have time for it.
Listen,
I'm not going to die.
Not more Los Margaritas. Now one knows some inside shit.
Tell them.
So Alyssa's brother owns a restaurant in Atlanta.
It's a really,
it's a great one.
It's an amazing restaurant.
Nice to us.
They were very nice to us. I went to that restaurant numerous times.
Yeah.
I bought several niggas and treated them there because I got treated very well there. Okay.
So, after all of it.
We some of the niggas.
We've been there. I got video.
Okay. I know.
And
I got a picture.
I've been going since 20.
Don't make me. I got a picture.
It was so crazy when she told me.
I got a picture with the brother. Okay, so. What I want to say that. So, it's not about Mexicans. It's not about that. I felt like in a black city, it would be a black cast.
You know, I want to.
That's just what I'm going to say. So, I feel like with that. So, I was just asking for verification. Also, what you'll see in that scene is me being like, okay, person of color. I was saying Melissa. Alyssa is a white Mexican. So, what you think, girl? White Mexican. She said yes. So, I want to say that I danced.
This a girl.
Yeah, this is a girl. She her pronouns. She's a woman.
Because I was about to go in yes, but I have to be respectful.
I also want to say that in tribute, I danced. Did y'all peep the Latin flair? I danced. I did a spin. Okay. I did a spin.
I'm about to go home. I'm about to call my
Wait, let me just say.
I'm not spinning.
Selena!
Hold on, let's go, Selena.
You know, I want to, something very important I want to point out, because I don't feel like at any point in time you were ever anti.
I was not
anything.
rude.
I know, but not even.
I just asked
at one point, were you? And maybe I need to go back and rewatch.
Marcel, you were there.
I feel like you never said I
you
don't.
Were there.
But even you never said I don't want white people around. I don't. Used to do the ask. I want black people. She requested for black people every time. She just asked for black people. So why people get? I feel like at no time were you negative in the sense of like, oh, I don't want someone who's another race. I don't. You just ask why aren't there more black people?
Well, no. I am going to be clear.
I understand.
I don't feel safe. What I said exactly.
You never
I don't feel safe around white people.
And I agree.
And I will tell you this.
Martha Starr concurs.
This is the thing. I will say, y'all, if y'all do want to follow Alyssa, y'all should, because Alyssa called me a whack ass bitch. Alyssa came for black trans people. So I want to name that white supremacy is real. Y'all heard it?
That was so like
It's not even your conversation with your
and I don't feel safe around white people. And I feel like, honestly, post-production, it is even more reason as to why I don't feel safe around white people. The things that she said, I've never called her no bitch. I've never called her out of her name. And the things that she said about me shows that white supremacy reigns supreme in her life. And I want to be very clear about that. So I just want to name that because at the end of the day, I was kind to her. Y'all see in episode 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever episode she decided to be in. And I feel like, you know, my wig and I, not only did we dance and spin, Selena, we also...
It was the call out to the woman.
We also... You know what I'm saying?
Melody is dead.
I can't in my life.
R.I.P. Selena. I love that movie. And so for me, it's just like, she's rude. I'm not rude. I honor the culture. We both do.
And that energy was not there at the reunion.
Not that person.
It changed.
And I just want to say one thing. Just because you're pro-black
doesn't mean you're anti.
Yeah, doesn't mean you're anti anything. And getting to know Jules, understanding that she's pro-black, it does give a different spin to it.
Spin.
I think that.
Okay, girl.
I think that, you know, they kind of certain people from the other side kind of try to make it seem like you were being racist to Alyssa or being harsh to her. And like you said, you know, at no point will you guys see that. It just didn't happen. Yeah.
It didn't happen.
And it's crazy because black people can't even be racist.
You can't be racist. So I want to, because maybe people might be helpful with an equation. I want to talk about an equation. So racial prejudice plus power equals racism.
You might want to say it again for him.
Racial prejudice plus power equals racism.
And how much was that?
I don't.
Because you teach that.
Because there's the thing. I do anti-racism trainings, and you know people can book me. And at the end of the day, it's like I don't have the power to enact racism upon Alyssa. I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be very clear about. Also, I don't like talking about her no more. I'm bored.
Okay, yeah, I was ready to move on. All right,
I'm bored.
I was ready.
Selena!
This more time than she get on the entire show.
Oh.
I'm bored, girl.
I mean, it was part one of the situation with you and Melvin.
Right. Well, listen, I'm a loyal ass bitch, and it's bigger than B-Hawk. I'm a loyal person. If anybody has problems with any of my friends, you got a problem with me. You also cannot feel comfortable disrespecting my friend in front of me. It's just the way that it works.
And I think that's on period.
That's on period.
It's really not really an issue with that. Now, I stayed, and you, Marcel, you were there for that in real time.
I was there for that entire
correcting
argument
and
from the beginning to the end.
correcting and correcting. Like, I look back at that and it's cringy because I'm like, how many times did I have to keep correcting? You were correcting. Mulatto was correcting. Like, he just was so convinced to just be disrespectful. I also want to name.
Because it wasn't used misproperly until when we watched the show, once you stated, their pronouns are either she, her, or there and them, that's when Melvin began saying he, him.
Yes, intentionally.
It was literally after that point. Because
but the thing is that
he almost didn't want to say he said, she said. There's a part where he started to say he said, she said, she stopped. He stopped specifically. He didn't want to make the statement, he said, she said.
Well, the thing is,
after you said what you said, then all of a sudden, behold, there's all kinds of he, him.
All of that. And it was very disrespectful. And then the sweetie thing, all that stuff. I will say, because at the end of the day, y'all saw that. I'm not going to give too much smoke. But I will say, I think that when people are not accustomed to someone saying, I don't want to fuck with you, thank you, boo. They feel a way about that. Because when we walked outside, he was like, damn, girl. Because he really wanted to be my friend.
Once we got outside, why did
he wanted to be my friend? Because let me tell you, I'm the baddest bitch.
Well, let me tell y'all this, though.
And he wanted to be my friend. But we will never be friends if you are transphobic. Ever. Ever.
Outside of transphobia, to watch it as a viewer, I'm not in this scene. I'm not there. I'm not at this event.
So what was that to watch?
It was long as fuck.
It was long.
It was so long.
It was long as a motherfucker. And it was to a point where I'm like, okay, these are my friends, but I'm like,
they could have cut this down a little bit.
Damn, like how long? And then not only are we talking about this, the next scene is like,
we still talking about it.
And then the next scene was like, we're back.
It was the whole episode.
It was literally like, what the fuck is
right?
There's not too many times in which we need that much fucking understanding of a situation.
Hang on.
I am losing it. I love my friends.
But why?
Friends.
I didn't want to.
I love
so
it.
we're gonna come back to it again. So
we're not.
Hang on. Right. No, literally, we come back to it again all season.
We do.
I don't want to make no spoilers, but I'm just saying, if you think it's over, it's not.
Okay. It's definitely not.
Cash photo shoot.
You know what? If you watch the review by Really BTV, she'll tell you all about the cash photo shoot. She'll tell you everything you need to hear. Watch it. She'll tell you.
I skipped through it.
Wait, I know. Why was the photographer, the stylist,
Marcel.
He was. I had questions as to why that one person was everything.
Marcel.
Like he was every woman.
Marcel.
It was all in.
But let me tell you, we don't really talk about photo
You don't want
shoots.
to talk about nobody.
But at the end of the day, I feel like
I want to move on.
But I feel like that episode, right?
Everything.
Well, that episode
He wasn't talking about him.
was so.
He swear he me.
Right.
Him.
It was so drama filled that those random shots
You couldn't
of cash,
focus on them because
it was like, wait, what? Okay.
Like, go back to that.
So honestly, I think that it just wasn't fitting for that episode. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the photo shoot was for, but I think that
it was for the photographer design. It was for whoever that person was.
Now inside shit. That photographer, he had contacted me.
Oh, that was the stylist that reached out to you. He's
me.
the stylist, photographer, makeup artist, designer,
right.
Wardrobe artist, person for everything.
Yes,
okay, come
everything.
on.
So he reached out to me, and he was like, "Oh, I wanted to style you," and I was like, oh, "Okay." And because of the whole thing with Melly B, because Melly B recruits people to be mean, he canceled the photo shoot, but didn't even call me and cancel it. So, like, let's say the photo shoot was 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3:30. I'm calling him. I go on Instagram. He blocked me. I'm like,
he blocked you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So my whole thing is like, that's what we doing.
You call him a bitch, right?
Who would that poor bitch?
You cussed him out?
No.
You fought his girlfriend before, right?
We don't
know.
Or his mama?
No. Melvin basically got him to be upset with me, so he canceled the stylist shoot. So
I think that's really unprofessional.
So I'm just trying to say, like, when I watched that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Glad that didn't work out. You wouldn't have
you missed a real opportunity as opposed to a momentary opportunity.
Yeah, even if he was gonna try to get out of it because of Melvin, maybe the person that set it up. I think that he should have called and said, "Hey,
just cancel."
That's poor business.
Yeah,
cancel.
It's really bad on the business.
Child, don't nobody care about you. Your stylist shit was whack. It wasn't even real fun. Go ahead, next.
That's what